Zach with the Movie Castle. Today we're going to be talking about Humanoids from the Deep. Now, I'm actually at the beach right now, so I'm hoping you guys don't fog up if you're a little foggy. I'm sorry, it is pretty humid out here. Anyway, Humanoids from the Deep from 1980, directed by Barbara Peeters, and of course produced by Roger Corman. So this movie, it opens with, this fishing boat, and of course the humanoids come and attack it. But the first character to actually die is this son of a sailor character, and he's pretty young, so going into this that this isn't a kid's movie. The first character to die is really young, not for kids, and it really does a good job of setting the tone as, a grungy horror movie. After that, as if it wasn't bad enough, the humanoids kill a bunch of dogs. So, kid, dogs, it's going pretty badly. However, after the dogs die, one of the dogs that didn't is a dog belonging to this Native American, and the townsfolk, of course, blame him for the death of all the dogs and killed his dog. However, joke's on them, because that ticks him off, and he goes, I've known about this for a while, I didn't care, but technically all the land that the city's on and the cannery should be Native American land, and because you ticked me off, I'm going to sue you to get it back. So you have all that going on. However, it doesn't really matter. That's one thing in this movie, they set all that up, but then when a bunch of humanoids from the deep start attacking the town, it doesn't really matter anymore. Sea monsters are more pressing than legal action. Anyway, after that you meet Dr. Susan Drake. She works for the cannery, and she's there to try to figure out what's going on with these sea monsters, what's up with them, and she's your scientist character. There is also an old sailor type character too, so you really do get the three archetypes from Jaws, and that really is the rest of this movie is Jaws meets an 80s slasher movie. It's a setting from Jaws, the small beach town, but then you get a ton of 80s slasher stuff that would feel right at home in like Friday the 13th, although this is 1980, this actually predates Friday the 13th, which it's kind of amazing because there's so many of Friday's tropes in this movie, even though this was slightly before, I believe. But anyway, it's lots of cool sea monster slasher stuff, which is a subgenre, crossover thing that I didn't know would work out so great, but it really does, and it builds to one of the best climax fight scenes in movies. The ending of this movie, the climax is great. It is perfect, and because they had all the stuff early on with all the people and the dogs dying, it really felt like it had stakes and that you didn't know what was going to happen, and it's great. I think I was reading through IMDb's trivia, and they did a made-for-TV remake of this movie, and according to the IMDb trivia, they literally just cut most of the climax from this movie and reused it in the made-for-TV version. I haven't seen it, but IMDb said that, and I'm like, wow, that really shows you how good that is if they just cut scenes out from it and put it in the next one. Another thing you get people talking about this movie with is it's super low budget, and I mean there's like continuity errors, and I don't typically notice continuity errors, but like girls driving a truck and like the windshield being broken is like it's either fixed or more when it shouldn't be. And also, like an interesting bit of trivia, they only had 3 monster suits and 1 good one. There's 1 good one, and 2 other so-so monster suits. And they had to sell that there was a whole bunch of these monsters. And they actually did a really good job selling that, despite the fact that there were only 3 monsters. And it really shows you can do a lot with a low budget. However, there are some campy, low budget issues, you know, skew weird stuff. But overall, it's really good, and I didn't think a Jaws slasher would work. But it does, and again, that ending scene is perfect. So anyway, slasher fans actually check this out. Creature feature fans check it out. But again, not for the kids. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Next time I got 2 classic Universals, The Wolfman and The Phantom of the Opera from the 1920s, Lon Chaney and Lon Chaney Jr. I'm not sure what order I'll do them in, but I'll see you guys next week.